Welcome to the Repugen Podcast, where we transform patient care.
Welcome back to another episode of the Repugen Podcast. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm John.
Today we're covering how independent and smaller practices can win in AI search results.
And it's such a fascinating shift to see happening right now.
It really is because, traditional search rules in healthcare are just kind of breaking down. Like almost 40% of patients are actually using AI to research their providers now.
Right. Yeah. 40% is a huge number.
Exactly. And the immediate assumption you might have is that, giant corporate health systems will just automatically dominate these results. I mean, they have those massive marketing budgets, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. People assume it's just a pay-to-play game.
But as we dive into the material today, it's wild because we're seeing that AI search is surprisingly, leveling the playing field for independent, smaller practices.
It really completely changes the strategy you need. Because those old digital advantages that massive hospitals used to rely on, like, huge website footprints and endless ad spending, they just don't carry the same weight in an AI-driven landscape.
Right, yeah.
We're basically moving from a system that rewards sheer scale to a system that rewards precision.
Okay, so if big budgets don't matter as much, what exactly is the AI looking for that smaller practices actually possess?
What?
Because in traditional SEO, it always felt like a giant billboard contest on the highway.
Oh, 100%. Whoever had the budget to rent the biggest billboard won the eyeballs.
Right. But reading through this, AI search functions more like asking a hyper-organized, highly cautious local friend for a recommendation.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, that friend just wants to give you the most specific, verifiable answer, not necessarily the biggest brand name.
Exactly. And taking your friend analogy a step further, the AI is looking for this concept called extractable trust.
Extractable trust. Okay, what does that actually mean in practice?
So large language models aren't just matching keywords anymore. They are actively scanning the web for, clear physician credibility, highly specific local relevance, and consistent reputation signals.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, the AI needs a mathematically high confidence score that the recommendation it generates is actually accurate and safe for you, the user.
But wait a minute, though. I have to push back a little here.
Go for it.
A massive hospital system has, thousands of reviews. How does a solo practitioner with, say, 50 reviews even make a dent against that kind of volume?
It seems impossible, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the AI wants safe and verifiable, wouldn't it just default to the biggest player?
You would definitely think so, but AI actually looks right past sheer volume and mere star ratings.
Yeah, really, it ignores the volume.
Well, it prioritizes other things much more heavily. It analyzes the actual text and sentiment of the reviews. It looks at the recency, the specific details patients leave, and the emotional context.
Oh, so it's quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A smaller practice with, say, 80 highly detailed recent reviews that mention a doctor by name and describe attentive care that will absolutely outperform a massive clinic with thousands of generic 5-star ratings that lack any real detail.
That is wild. So a solo doctor who just has highly specific, helpful content and detailed patient feedback can actually outrank a billion-dollar hospital's generic services page.
Yes, and that completely flips the script.
It really does.
That is the core of the shift right there.
Yeah.
Because large language models are trained on conversational questions and semantic context. So a giant hospital might just have a broad cardiology services page.
Which tells the AI basically nothing about the actual patient experience.
Spot on. But if a smaller practice publishes a page answering, what to expect in my first cardiology appointment in Austin, well, that gives the AI the exact semantic context it needs.
Oh, I see. Because it answers a localized conversational query perfectly.
Right. And smaller practices have the agility to generate this kind of intent-driven content quickly.
Okay, but if that intent-driven specificity is what gets a practice noticed, how do they guarantee the AI actually trusts those signals once it finds them?
By eliminating digital confusion. The foundational step is your name, address, and phone number.
Ah, the NFP info.
Exactly, your NFP info. Consistency here is the absolute baseline for trust.
Which makes total sense. Like, if you went to a party and introduced yourself as Dave to one person, David to another, and Davey to a third, people get suspicious and stop trusting you.
I mean, I wouldn't trust Davey.
Right. You'd be like, who is this guy?
Exactly. And the mechanism behind why that happens digitally comes right back to those confidence scores we talked about earlier.
Okay, so how does that work?
So if an AI sees Sweet 100 on Yelp, but STE 100 on Google, its confidence in your practice actually drops.
Really? Just over an abbreviation?
Yeah, because it doesn't want to risk sending a patient to the wrong address, so it simply drops you from the top results.
Wow. So you have to maintain identical information across every single platform, like Google, Yelp, ZocDoc.
Every single one. Furthermore, every single physician needs their own dedicated profile page with full credentials.
Instead of just sharing a single line on a broad Meet the Team page.
Yes, exactly.
And I imagine that applies to how they handle reviews too, right? Like, if the AI is analyzing sentiment, it must be reading the practice's responses.
Precisely. Responding promptly and publicly to every single review is crucial.
Even just with a quick thank you.
Even with just a couple of sentences. It proves to the AI that the practice is active, engaged, and currently operating at that specific location. It's a massive trust signal.
So in this new landscape, being easy to verify, locally relevant, and highly specific matters far more than having the biggest marketing budget.
You nailed it. You don't need the biggest billboard to reach patients anymore.
You just need to be that trusted, highly organized local presence.
Yeah, focus on the detailed patient experience and exact consistency, and the AI will actually do the heavy lifting of connecting you with the right patients.
Which is incredibly empowering. And it leaves you with this final thought to ponder. If AI continues to prioritize verified local trust and personalized patient experiences over massive corporate branding,
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
how might this shift the entire power dynamic of healthcare back toward the independent private practitioner over the next decade?
Thanks for listening to the Refugium Podcast, your path to better healthcare.